Hello, and welcome to another session of Q-Train. In today's session, what we want to learn how to do is to find the average for a particular group of students. We want to find their assessment average or their classwork average. We want to work with our spreadsheet. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I have already inputted a pre-assessment for Unit 1, a common assessment for Unit 1, and a post-assessment for Unit 1. Now, let's zoom in just a little bit closer so that we can see. Okay, I have just keyed in data for the pre, common, and post for Unit 1 for all of my students. Now, the spreadsheet automatically calculates the growth. It calculates the growth by taking the post unit and subtracting the pre-unit assessment from it, which gives us our growth. Okay, now let's reduce my font a little bit. Now what I want to do is I want to find out how my lowest 25% of my students performed on a particular assessment. Okay, we want to find the average pre-assessment score for our lowest 25%. Okay, what I'm going to do is first filter only my lowest 25% by going to the column where they are located or identified, and then click away the blanks. Remember, yes means they are, blank means they are not. Okay, I have just identified them. Now I'm going to go down toward the bottom, and I'm going to say pre, I'm going to say common, and I'm going to say post. And I know that these are going to be averages, okay? Okay, I'm going to type equal AVG, open parentheses, and I'm going to select, left click, hold, and drag the cells that I want included in that average. Now be careful. Make sure you don't include blank or empty cells. Okay, also don't include your column head. You can't calculate letters, you can only calculate numbers. Okay, they're all highlighted. So I'm going to hit enter. Yes, and it gives me my average. It tells me that on the pre-assessment for my lowest 25%, they scored a 42.5%. Okay. Now, I want to do the same for my common assessment. Let's do that. I'm going to type equal AVG, open parentheses, and then I'm going to select those scores that I want averaged in, and make sure you don't include the column head. Hit enter. Yes. Okay, there's growth from a pre to my common. Okay, let's do the same thing for my post assessment. Okay, equal AVG, open parentheses, and equal, enter. Yes, 80-point jump. Wonderful. Or actually 40% gain. I'm looking at the distance. They are growing. Awesome job. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a couple scenarios, because as we know, students don't always come to school. So I'm going to delete some scores. Okay, now first of all, we definitely want to every child to have an assessment score. But let's just say for some reason I don't have scores. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate it again based on, I just want to show you how to select when there is an empty cell there. Okay, when there are empty cells. So I'm going to click on equal AVG parentheses, and I'm going to left click hold until I get to a gap. Then I'm going to release and make sure I'm holding down on my control key. And I'm going to keep on clicking. Okay, got that group. The holding down on the control key allows me to select and skip over empty spots. Okay, I'm going to continue to do that. Got this one. I'm only going to choose the cells where there is data. That's the key. Only choose cells where there is data. Don't choose empty cells. It will skew your data. Okay, hit enter. Yes. And I have my average, 41.733. Okay, I believe we have just entered, we just completed our session. Okay, there's one more thing I want to show you. Let me go ahead and clear off this. We're going to include all of our students. If you notice, there are still columns, blank columns for column J, column K, and column L. Now, I put that there. Let's say you just recently gave a classwork assignment, or you just recently gave a quiz on a particular standard or element, and you want to see how your kids perform. Well, you could just type in the column head classwork. Okay, key in the assignment, and then once you have keyed it in for each class, then you could do your own averages just for a class assignment. Now, obviously, if you input into Infinite Campus a class assignment, it will give you a class average. It will do that by default, but it won't give you a total team average. It won't pull out only your L students. It won't pull out only your gifted students. It won't pull out only your lowest 25% students. Okay, so the strength of this spreadsheet is that it allows you to filter out specific groups of students at your choosing. Okay, let's say I have reviewed all of my students' milestone scores, and I have decided I've changed the name of each student that is close to moving to the next level. Okay, so I'm highlighting the names of each of the students that they're on the edge, they're on the cusp of moving to a higher grade rating based on the milestone. Okay, so I'm going to make them a particular color. That's going to be my sherbet group. Okay, so I've just highlighted their names. Now these are the kids that they're right there. Couple more points and they're at the next level. Well, I've highlighted their names, so when I do my data, what I can do is I could do a color filter, and I could trap it to where it only looks at that group of students. So the things that you could do, the options that you have is pretty much limitless. So I hope that this helps you, and if there's anything else that you might have a question with, please feel free to email me. If there's another session that you'd like me to conduct that focuses on a particular area, I'd be more than happy to be of your assistance. Thanks a lot, and have a great day. Bye-bye.